This training will cover extracting and exporting files from FLIR Research Studio 3.0 and later. As you can see, we're watching a saved video in FLIR Research Studio. This file is 2,000 frames long. If I only need a small section of the data to be saved, or if I'd just like to create a smaller file to transfer to a colleague that also has FLIR Research Studio, what I can do is drag the sliders to select a different region of the file. While you're previewing the file, you'll see it only loop between these sections. If you need to stop, you can stop the file playback to make sure you select just the right frame. You can also step through the frames to get a precise start and end point. Then I'll click the export arrow in the bottom left-hand corner and choose the extract file option. The first option is to set the export directory, so this is where the file will be saved. Then I can make any changes I would like to the file. Then you'll set the extract range to play limits. If you extract the entire file, you'll be back to the full 2,000 frame image. Then I click extract, and it gives me a pop-up to confirm that my file is complete. If I would like to keep the file the same length and export for viewing, I can also select the export function and go to Export Movie. If you want to share this just for viewing in a PowerPoint presentation or any other computer, an MP4 or an AVI file are typically the simplest. Again, you have an output directory to choose, a frame rate, and again, you can choose either the entire file or just the play limits. If you've drawn any regions of interest, you may also want to include those on the movie to highlight areas of interest. Then you can click Export, and the file will be exported. As you can see, I aborted the export because it was a large file, and I get a red Export Aborted alert letting me know that the file was not saved. If I have an interesting data set and only need a single frame, I can also export this movie with just a simple frame. Under Export Current Image, I have the option to export just a single JPEG. I can also export multiple images if I want to save, for example, all 2,000 frames of the movie as individual JPEGs. Again, you also have options to include the regions of interest and color bar. If you want to share this data set with a colleague who does not have FLIR Research Studio, but would still like to use some of the analysis functions, you can export a file for FLIR Studio Player. When you click this button, you'll notice the extension of the file has changed from .ats to .frs. This will package a small version of the software, along with any ROIs if you choose to, that can then be given to your colleague. They will need to run FLIR Research Studio Player to open this file, but they will not need a license to view and do analysis on the dataset.